Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Brian Windhorst, Heat not winning Executive of the Year after forming Big Three was one of the pettiest things in NBA. ESPN NBA insider Brian Windhorst revealed that the Miami Heat not winning the Executive of the Year award after signing Chris Bosh and LeBron James to form the Big Three is one of the pettiest things he's ever seen in the NBA. One of the pettiest things I've ever seen in my 20-something years covering the NBA was the Heat not winning Executive of the year they signed Bosh and LeBron, Windhorst said. Technically, they tied with the Chicago Bulls that year for Executive of the Year. But really, the Bulls got more votes because John Paxson got votes and Gar Forman got votes. And if they combined those votes together, the Bulls got more votes. I'm not sure why they split it, probably because it would have been embarrassing. While Miami may not have gotten the sole recognition for luring two of the game's biggest stars at the time to South Beach, the Heat ended up winning plenty of hardware during the time that James, Bosh and Dwayne Wade shared the court in Miami. Not only did the Heat reach the NBA Finals in 4 straight seasons, but they also won 2 NBA titles in the 2011-12 season and the 2012-13 campaign. The addition of James helped the Heat get over the top and win their second and third titles with Wade on the roster, cementing the Heat guard as one of the greatest players in franchise history. During the 2010-11 season, right after James and Bosh signed, the Bulls did finish with the best record in the NBA, winning 62 games behind an MVP season from Derrick Rose. Unfortunately, a knee injury ended up derailing Rose's career shortly after that season, and the Bulls never ended up reaching an NBA Finals with the core that they had built around him. The Heat didn't have James for long, as he went back to the Cleveland Cavaliers after 4 seasons in Miami, but they did have a ton of success during his tenure, winning at least 65.9% of their regular season games in each season. It appears, based on Windhorst's comments, that the rest of the league wasn't exactly thrilled that Miami built a Big Three, altering the landscape of the NBA in the future. James' decision to join the Heat may have helped spark other star players changing teams, such as when Kevin Durant joined the Golden State Warriors after the 2015-16 season. All in all, Miami would likely much rather have 2 NBA titles than an Executive of the Year award to brag about as a franchise. Tyronn Lue says he's been trying to steal Erik Spoelstra's coveted zone defense for years. Los Angeles Clippers head coach Tyronn Lue revealed one thing he's tried to get from Miami Heat coach Erik Spoelstra during their time together coaching for Team USA. "I've been trying to get SPO's zone out of him for 2 years now," Lue told ESPN. Spoelstra, one of the best coaches in the NBA, has used a zone defense at times in Miami to help disrupt opponents. The 2-time NBA champion head coach is a mastermind on the defensive end, leading the Heat to the number 5 defensive rating in the NBA last season. While Spoelstra has never won the NBA's Coach of the Year award, he's finished second in the voting multiple times. He's clearly one of the most respected minds in the league. Lue, who won a title with the Cleveland Cavaliers earlier in his coaching career, is faced with a tough task in Los Angeles in the 2024-25 season. The Clippers lost star forward Paul George in free agency to the Philadelphia 76ers this offseason, which may cause them to alter the way they play in the 2024-25 season. If Lue decides to focus his team more on the defensive end of the floor since it won't have George's scoring prowess on offense, a zone could be an effective way to mix up the Clippers' coverages. Last season, the Clippers ranked 4th in the NBA in offensive rating, but they came in just 16th in defensive rating. Still, they earned the number 4 seed in the Western Conference. Spoelstra's zone and his ability to make adjustments on the fly has helped Miami reach the NBA Finals 2 times in the past 5 seasons. The Heat made a trip to the Finals in the Orlando, Florida bubble in the 2019-20 season before making it back in the 2022-23 season as the number 8 seed in the East. It's possible that Lou and Spoelstra could find themselves matched up in the NBA Finals this season if the Clippers and the Heat can make deep playoff runs. If that happens, it'll be interesting to see if Spoelstra uses the zone that Lou wants to learn against his fellow Team USA coach. NBA, Miami Heat already had in mind. Currently, the Miami Heat is a solid team, at least on paper, even if some don't want to accept that. There are some very useful and reliable players around them, although there are still a few more pieces missing from the squad. Time needs to start planning how you are going to stay competitive. According to Kevin O'Connor, the Miami Heat are looking at Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks as the franchise's next big name. I've already mentioned on this podcast and in The Ringer that they are interested in Luka Doncic in the future, said O'Connell. We'll see if that happens. Dallas just made the finals. Their team is better than ever with the new additions. This may not work out. But the Miami Heat, by not trading their future draft picks, are clearly thinking in the long term. It seems difficult to imagine that Doncic would even consider leaving the Mavs. Like O'Connor, he just finished playing in the NBA Finals, and he even signed Klay Thompson this offseason to strengthen the offense. Mavs don't have enough strength to come back at the end, but they're certainly in contention, at least for now. On the other hand, back in 1995, no one discovered that Shaquille O'Neal would leave a young Orlando Magic team that had just lost the championship. NBA Finals, to go play for the Miami Heat. And that's exactly what he did just a year later. Dallas Mavericks star Luka Doncic appeared in a video on the Slovenian basketball team's social media this Wednesday, inviting fans to watch the clash against Brazil in the friendly matches that precede the pre-Olympic Games. The game will be this Friday, 28, in Croatia. Hey Slovenia, I invite you to the match against Brazil on Friday, June 28. I can't wait to play again. Until then, said the star in the video. MVP of the Western Conference Finals for the Dallas Mavericks, the Slovenian player had an almost brilliant season, but ended up overshadowed by the duo Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, who ended up winning the 2023-24 trophy for the Boston Celtics. In March, Doncic became the first player in league history to record 6 triple-doubles in a row, with 30 or more points each. The pre-Olympics will be played between the 2nd and 7th of July, with 8 groups divided into 4 cities: Piraeus, in Greece, Riga, in Latvia, Valencia, in Spain, and San Juan, in Puerto Rico. 24 countries are in the running for places at the Paris Olympics. The top 2 in each group advance to the knockout stage between cities. The champion of each tournament qualifies for the Olympics. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Luka Doncic? Leave your opinion in the comments.